The time has come, my friends, to take a stand and fight for democracy. How's it going, guys? Today we're going to take a look at some weapons from Helldivers 2, one of my favorite games of all time, and there are a ton of really cool looking weapons in this pack. We're going to go over some of them and see exactly how well they translate into Garry's mod. Now, I do want to mention real quick that this is a really cool map, and it is of course Helldivers 2 inspired. It's based on Malevelon Creek. Still remember those good days. By good days, I mean absolutely horrific. And if you know Helldivers 2, it is a game all about a living, breathing universe with events that happen in real time, and everything is canon, including that really silly death that you had with your friend that one time. I am a huge fan of Helldivers 2, and well, I'm really happy that we're starting to see more mods like this. We did take a look at a Helldivers 2 inspired game mode. I'll put that in the top right corner if you want to check that video out. But first up, we got to start with the OG Liberator. Now, this is on the TFA base, which means, of course, you can customize the weapons. Now, in Helldivers 2, you can equip camos as well as change some of the attachments. Here you can see we have some different optics we can go through. Now, I don't know if these are true to Helldivers 2. Some of them do look exactly like it. Like this one looks really similar. I assume these are one-to-one replicas, and they look pretty solid. I do have quite a few hours in Helldivers 2, and I wish we had this. I wish this was a camo in the game. That would be amazing. We're going to go ahead and just go with this. We do also have a flashlight attachment. Alright, shooting. Now, the Liberator isn't really supposed to be the most intense weapon. In fact, this is like your basic run-of-the-mill starter weapon that you have at the beginning of the game. And it does put in some work. The reload, by the way, most Helldivers 2 assault rifles are bullpup style. Now, in terms of damage, you can expect some pretty good damage all throughout. Aiming down sights, by the way, looks pretty awesome. The TFA base is just absolutely phenomenal. It stands the test of time. Next up, we have the Liberator Concussive. This is going to focus more on stagger, obviously with the whole concussive in the name, and we're going to see that we have very similar customization options. In fact, they're the exact same, but I will go for a different camo this time. Now, in terms of damage, I do believe this has less damage, but it makes up for that with more stagger. Correct me if I'm wrong, I actually have never used this weapon in Helldivers. I'm more of a Liberator Penetrator kind of guy, if you know what I mean. But the reload looks pretty much identical to the typical Liberator. Now we're talking Liberator Penetrator, oh yeah, and this is exactly one of my favorite guns. I am so happy with this being in this mod. It looks so freaking good. I love the digital camo. Now, in terms of damage, this will do less, but it makes up for that with medium penetration. Although, in Garry's mod, medium pen translates to, well, more damage. It's definitely taking way less bullets to actually take Odessa out. Now, the reload, well, it looks absolutely sick. I love it. I'm so tempted to toss a grenade in there. In fact, why don't we go ahead and try that right now? Well, close enough. Next up, we have the machine gun, which this is actually a stratagem support weapon in Helldivers 2. It does do medium armor pen, as the name does suggest, because it's a medium machine gun. And you can see this thing looks pretty dang beefy. Going into the customization options, we have the exact same stuff, minus the flashlight, which we don't need because, well, we already have one. Now, in terms of damage, you can expect some pretty insane firepower from this, because of course it is a support weapon, and we do have an insanely massive magazine, which is going to take you a long time to run completely dry. That's a lot of bugs and bots and squids you could be killing. The reload, by the way, looks pretty dang sweet, although it will take a long time to actually do it. Next up, we have the Verdict, the deagle in the game. Although it definitely doesn't sound all that powerful in Garry's mod. You can see the customization options are kind of similar, but we do have a compensator, which is pretty cool. For Super Earth, of course. And aiming down sights looks like that, but again, we can also put some kind of optics. Now, currently in Helldivers 2, you cannot customize your sidearms or your secondaries, but I do hope that changes in the future. My poor Talon is itching for a better heatsink. Not that it really needs it, though. It's already amazing. Anyway, damage-wise, this should be pumping out some pretty insane numbers, considering the fact that it's a pretty high-end pistol. Now, the reload you saw there doesn't look all that fancy. Next up, we have the Redeemer. it's going to be the SMG. And this is going to be one of the first SMGs you ever really get your hands on. And you can see that it does have a pretty impeccable fire rate. But other than that, it's not really going to do much. It is, of course, a secondary. Customization options are also pretty much the same as before, except we don't have the compensator, and we do have a flashlight, which, again, is kind of pointless. We got the Peacemaker. This is going to be your first pistol you ever get your hands on, and it's alright, you know? It's just a standard pistol. You don't really expect much from it, being your first weapon, but you know what? It gets the job done. Customization options are the exact same, and we do have the compensator this time. The Senator. Oh my god. If it ain't the Talon, this is my favorite secondary. I absolutely love this thing. It's the Revolver, heavy armor pen. Completely rips apart hulks if you know where to aim. It feels so weird talking about Helldivers 2 stuff in Garry's mod. It's like two universes colliding here. Anyway, you can see that we do have some different things here. We have a different barrel length. Oh my god, would this be incredible to be able to change this in Helldivers 2? I would love to see that. Cannot wait for customization options to come. We can have a little pocket sniper if that's more your thing. Reload, by the way, couldn't be better. We got the speed loader, pretty cool stuff. But if we do, oh no, we dump all the bullets out. If that was Helldivers 2, that'd be a lot of wasted ammo. The Constitution, a meme weapon. This is not a weapon you would really want to use ever at all in Helldivers. And considering the fact that you have the Deadeye and that other one in that other war bond that has that flag that no one should ever use, but for democracy, it's worth it. That's pretty much an upgraded version of this gun. The bayonet on the end is pretty cool for melee, but oof, the reload is really tedious, and this thing does not do enough damage to constitute what it's really meant for. We have the break action shotgun. Wait. Am I crazy, or is this not in the game? Is this supposed to be the Bushwhacker? I assume it's supposed to be the Bushwhacker, but like this... Yeah, I don't remember this being in Helldivers 2. We have the Defender. Another amazing SMG. Really cool stuff. Absolutely love the side-mounted magazine. Really good design. And this thing does, honestly, good damage. Reloading looks pretty tight, and we can see we do got the compensator as well as some different scoping options, and of course all the different camos. Now the rate of fire on this one is not nearly as high as some of the other SMGs, and last but certainly not least, we have the Pummeler, an SMG that is going to stun. It recently got a buff in Helldivers 2 that pretty much puts it on par with that new stun AK that they added in that recent war bond that they had. I say recent, but it's like 2 or 3 war bonds behind already. Anyway, the bottom line is, this thing is now an absolute beast. And hold up, did we see him get pushed? Does this actually incorporate the stun mechanic? Now, it's obviously not going to have the same kind of damage, but that stun is really, really nice when you're fighting off bugs, or in this case, shooting Odessa in his ugly mug. So the next time that you want to feel democratic and represent the wonderful and glorious Super Earth, why not give these weapons a try? They're really fun, and from what I've gathered from my over 200 hours of playing Helldivers 2, it's pretty damn on point, and I would love to see more weapons being added in the future. But hey, you guys are the ultimate judge. What do you think down below? As always, if you guys want, you can leave a like, subscribe. Links will be in the description. Let me know what you want to see in the next video. And as always, use code NecrosVideos if you want to save 20% off on your next G Fuel purchase. Thank you for watching, my friends, and until next time, farewell.